Now it's time to pull everything together that we learned and to create a sheet definitions file for a plan and profile sheet. So let's go ahead and copy again our seed file and paste it. And let's rename this one to plan and profile sheet definitions.dgnlib, and let's go ahead and enter into that file. And we'll go ahead and populate the plan dialog in our place name boundary as such. We're creating our drawing seed, so that's set to none. Our detail scale, consistently we've been using in this video series, 1 to 500. Then I'm giving it a sheet size name, what it is that I'm drawing. I'm drawing a plan and profile sheet, or creating a plan and profile sheet. And in this portion is the plan view that I'm working on. And so that's kind of the naming schema I'm using here as an example. And then for the individual group plan name, I just took the profile out because it is going to show us this name in our indexing in our views, and so it's a little bit easier to understand the differences between the two and how they're referenced. And so then our start station is 0, or again our stop is still 0350, and I selected that in the plan view. Our left and right offset are going to be a total of 100 meters because we have 2 port views now on our A1 sheet, so we're at 100 instead of 200. And we do want to turn on create drawing this time and show dialog, so we'll place that name boundary, accept it, and create with 3 different clicks. Make sure your mode is set to plan, and then your name here is going to be the plan and profile plan portion. The discipline again is going to be civil, and we should have an option here for plan view. Again, we shouldn't have to pick these if your variables are set properly, but just to show the steps, we'll set our ratio up. No annotation group right now is supported for plan view. And then on our detail scale, we'll select it. And everything else here is going to be the same. Again, your sheet seed model should already be located. And we select OK. This gives us then the plan portion of our plan and profile. So let's go ahead and fix this up. Let's go ahead and place our title block. And so we'll insert that at the bottom left, and then go to our reference attachment tools and to move. And we're going to move from this bottom corner up to here, just like we've done in other exercises. We'll go ahead and move our link to our boundary, and then we will reset our corners. By the way, you don't have to click and hold on these. It's just a single click and then relocate. And that takes care of the plan portion. Now, in order to do the profile portion, we have to go back to our default model and lay out that profile border and come back in and draw that into here, which is a little bit different than what we've done in the past. So I'm going to just use my model navigation to go back, and that way it keeps everything intact. And this time I'm going to go back to my drawing production, and I'm going to switch to my profile mode. Again, we don't want to pick a seed file here. We're going to set our scale ratio. So this will be again the A1. By the way, you cannot use an ampersand in here. That will cause problems. You might be tempted to, but you have to stick to the rules on this one. We're going to do from plan group, and you'll see then our plan, and the name on this one is the A1 profile portion. Our vertical exaggeration would be 10, and our height, again, we have 100 total units vertically to work with, so 10 times 10 is 100. Everything else here will remain the same. We'll go down and select in our profile view and accept. And make sure not to miss this step. We need to change our mode now to profile, because remember, we're making a seed file here, okay? And so be careful, because it will attempt to put in the wrong name. So you need to go ahead and manually correct this name here. So A1 Planner Profile, Profile. Our discipline is Civil. This one you have to type in. It's not available as a drop-down. Make sure to not forget to get your grid annotation group in here. All of this is going to be 1 to 500. And here's another thing that's different. On your drawing boundary, on your sheets boundary, you need to go in and pick to draw it back to the sheet that you've already created. So that's something that new that we haven't had to do before. So don't miss that step. And that is everything that we need to do, assuming that your seeds for your drawing and sheet model are found already by your variables. Select OK again, and then just repeat the process of moving our reference file, so you can see now that how the naming is working out. So you got your different model names in there. So here is our profile, and we want to move that profile port down to here, and then grab the handle, put the handle out here, close our reference dialog now, and then we'll relocate those corners. And I'm going to turn off the constructions. We're done with those now. We can kind of slide this in just a little bit. And then I want to review the properties. So you can see that is our civil plan, drawing identifier 1, and that is the name, A1 Planner Profile Plan, that would show up. And then we look at our profile. Everything looks set properly here. And so that all checks out. Go ahead and save those settings. Go back into our other models here. So our drawing models, doesn't matter which one you do first. I just like to be consistent here, so we'll save those settings, and then we'll go into our plan model and save those settings. And then lastly, back to our default model, and then in our default model, we'll go ahead and reset the profile view, and then do one last setting saved. And that concludes the creation of the plan and profile sheets definitions DGN library.
If you found this video helpful, please give it a like. If you want to see more such series, consider subscribing to our channel. Thank you, and see you next time.